oh my gosh, I love your sandals, where did you get them? And after they're really cute, I might buy some. I really like your jacket, where did you get it? Thanks, eBay. eBay. I might try on eBay. Alright, so my quote for the day is, she has met originality as a Xerox machine. So, originality to me is very important because it points out two things: personality and, for me, a sense of style. Everyone nowadays seems to dress the same, you know, rocking snapbacks. All the dudes are out there with their rosaries, you know, their white tees and shorts, hanging out. And they all look the same, you know. And then the girls are out here, they're all wearing dresses, they all have their hair down, they have the boots, they're walking around. And it's like, where's the originality in that? They look the same, you know. I think it's very important that we all have a unique sense of style and that we all have different personalities that frame our appearances. So the first point is personality. Everyone is different, everyone is unique. We have, you know, the athletes, we have the scholars, we have the kids that run around at home, and, you know, everyone is going to be different. So what L. Peter says is that she has as much originality as a Xerox machine. We don't all want to be copies. We don't all want to be the same. So personality is the main point for each person. That's what makes them different, and that's what makes them original in their own way. They're not going to be just like every other person out there. So that's my first point. My second point would be fashion, and that, I think, is what circles around originality, because everyone is trying so hard to look the same, and, you know, you're not going to be different, you're going to be like everybody else. And to me, I caught myself at one point, and I posted it on Facebook. I said, originality works at its finest, so don't be afraid to be yourself. And I think people are afraid to be different because they think they're going to be seen, you know, weird or not accepted by other people. We focus too much to be judged by other people's eyes instead of focusing on ourselves and how we should be, you know, how we should be seen. We shouldn't really care about what other people think about us. It's like the only ones that matter are the ones that are most important to you. You shouldn't be, you know, scared like, oh, why isn't my hair long enough like hers? Like, she can do so many things with such long hair. It's like, what's wrong with short hair? You know, you can do different styles with it. It's perfectly fine. And it's like, we shouldn't focus too much on that. We should all be original. We should all be ourselves. And I think that's really good, because originality is something that's very, very important, and you don't want to be just another copy to somebody. You want to be yourself. You want to stand out. So you're going to be willing to do whatever it takes to be original. And I think that's really good. So in conclusion, you guys and everyone else out there shouldn't be afraid to be themselves. You guys can go out there, free-spirited, be yourselves. Personality is what's going to capture that attention that you want. And yeah, don't be afraid. Do it.
All right, Denise, I like the attention device, little acting job that you did. It was a good transition to the thesis statement. The preview is a little complicated, and it probably gets overwhelmed by some of the example that you provide. This camera is going to pick up all the background noise, and those conversation items sometimes are less focused on her speech than they are on your needs. So let's try and stick to the speech that we're listening to right now. All right, thank you. I made the comment that your footwork was a little excessive in the first minute or so of the speech. You seemed really, but you know what? About a minute and a half into the speech, you calmed down, you settled, you seemed a lot more confident when you were speaking, and I thought that you focused on the audience a lot better then. There's pretty good variety in your voice. Sometimes the energy level is, very, very much the same, and maybe there could be a couple of places where you could perk it up a bit, but there was nothing to complain about. It's not like there was anything wrong with what you were doing. And in fact, I thought a lot of the times it looked like you were really engaged in what you were thinking about and trying to connect with the audience. Your eye contact drops down a little bit. You have a tendency to look down while you're speaking. You do look up at the audience, but then between ideas, you are kind of looking down in front of the audience, thinking about the next thing you're going to say instead of trying to maintain engagement with us. And so that's something to work on a bit more. All right, thank you.